Howdy, DelCo. It is June 11th, Thursday, and we're just here to give you some announcements for really where DelCo is at in the middle of June and what we're looking forward to, hopefully, in towards the summer. Kind of to start, actually, Jordan, you give the update on Sundays. What are Sundays going to be looking like the rest of this month and into July?
Yeah, so here's DelCo's mantra, okay? It's just June, all right? Anytime you get frustrated with whatever's going on, just remember it's just June, right? June has been this weird month for our state where we're trying to figure out what the in-between time looks like for opening some facilities and not opening others. As you know, like we've been booted out of Mingo, and then we were on Zoom for 9 weeks, and now the Henrys have graciously opened up their home to us, and that's been an awesome experience. We're continuing to look for potentially new locations that can help give everyone a breather and don't put a ton of weight or strain on any one couple or people. We've got a couple of options here in Delaware that seem really feasible. One of them is the food truck depot. Seems very possible that they'll let us use their space inside the building on Sunday mornings for a decent amount of time and for a really decent price. A third is maybe one of the Church of Latter-day Saints here. There's two of them, or not Latter-day Saints, Seventh-day Adventists.
Yes.
Sorry. They're not the same. One of the Seventh-day Adventist churches here, they gather on Saturdays, and so Sunday mornings, often their buildings aren't used for anything. So that is a possibility. We do not know when Mingo is going to open up, and it might not open up all year just because of a conflict between the YMCA and the city. And so our final, and what I think might be one of our most likely options, is one of the local United Methodist churches, New Beginnings, have a really beautiful and really well-built pavilion that's right off of 36 if you're headed east, I believe, towards Sunbury. That is where they met for like 8 months. It's got Wi-Fi, electricity. It's got vinyl closings. I don't think it's vinyl. I don't think that's the word I want. But anyway, all of the doors close. It's got tables, chairs, a sound system. And because they know what it looks like to be homeless as a church in terms of like a place to meet for all of us, that doesn't put, again, undue strain or like difficulty for any one person. I think they're going to be willing to let us use that for free starting in July. So we've got all these options up in the air. It's always an option to meet in homes and things like that. So we're really praying and discerning and asking the Lord, like, what form is going to allow us to minister to Delaware County and the surrounding area as best as we can. So just, again, remember our mantra, it's only June. It's only June. Thank God it's ending. It's only June. And just, if you guys hear of anything, if you guys have any ideas, like we're not in this alone, please just give us your thoughts or your ideas about anything that you're hearing from the Lord, and we would love to hear what you guys are thinking too.
Yeah, I'm excited that there's churches that are supportive of church plants in our area, that there's not that sense of competition, but kingdom collaboration. Yeah. I think you said this, but just to say, this Sunday we will be at Josh and Amy's house again at the Henrys.
Yeah.
So it's still June, but that's what this coming Sunday looks like. One thing that COVID did for us that honestly was a blessing to our church, looking back, is if you think about it, pre-COVID, the only thing we were doing as a community together was gathering on Sunday mornings. After COVID, we began doing things like the prayer during Wednesdays. We did show and tell, we did guys and girls night, we did game night. And now that we're in this season where some of the restrictions of COVID are still there, but a lot of them aren't, we're discerning what does the life of our church look like moving forward. The two things I think we really want to prioritize is, what does it look like to share life as a community, our DelCo community, and share life with our Delaware community, so like sharing life together. And then what does it also look like to participate in God's renewal in our lives and our city? So there's this aspect of like sharing and community, and this aspect of renewal and mission. What does it look like to practice those as a community and as individuals? So that's like the big picture questions we're asking. To address specifically the week events, I'll speak to prayer first, and Jordan and I will just go back and forward. We will be discontinuing for now the Wednesday afternoon prayer. We're going to be looking for opportunities to have a rhythm of prayer walks in person together in Delaware or in our community. So stay tuned for that. That's something that we intend to be planning on this summer.
Yeah, show and tell. Again, we've said it before. The weather's nice. It's understandable. But just attendance has dropped over time. That doesn't bother us. It served us really well for a season. Yeah. And so we are discontinuing show and tell on Thursdays, and we're going to be praying and considering what it looks like to create community for our kids over and over again on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, whatever that means for the summer.
Game night will also be discontinued. The way that will be repurposed this summer is hopefully at least once a month events on maybe Monday or another day of the week, maybe a 4th of July party, us coming together as a community, sharing life together. These would also be spaces that are invitational, where we did that evangelism series, the people who are in your areas of accountability, inviting in for the purpose of community and sharing life, because it is in those contexts that renewal happen. So that would be kind of like a stepping stone. So another thing to be looking forward to, that should be, honestly, I could see that being in next week's video, the dates for some of these like hangouts or the prayer walks and whatnot.
Yeah. Guys and gals nights, very important as we're all getting together. I've been so encouraged, especially by how our guys nights has transformed into this really awesome time of sharing. We're really allowing our community to set the pace for that. We're going to be asking questions about what that looks like, both in terms of sustainability and positive spiritual formation that we're inviting the whole community into. And so that will be dealt with on an individual basis. Again, if you have ideas, thoughts, if you want to host a triad, if you want to be equipped to host a triad, if there are things that are on your heart about how you want to minister in group settings, if you just want to hang out, whatever, please let us know, or just go do it. Honestly, like, it's not going to bother us at all if you just start gathering people on a regular basis and enter into the Lord's life and lean into one another. That's what we're here for. That's what we're excited about. And we will join in that with you, and we'll be excited about it. But both of those things, they're going to continue to happen in one form or another, almost certainly in person, maybe some mix of the two between Zoom and in person, but hopefully in a way that continues to edify the body.
Yeah, so I guess I'll do a quick summary. This Sunday, we're at the Henrys. July, we'll probably be in a different place. Prayer night is discontinued as we've been doing it on Zoom. There'll be prayer walks coming. Game night, discontinued as we've been doing it on Zoom. There will be community events coming. Guys and girls night is in flux as we discern does Zoom serve us, in-person serve us, what nights, are we going to meet in smaller groups? Those are the questions we're asking with that. Show and tell is also discontinued. We're looking at what it looks like to engage kids this summer. Did I miss anything, Jordan?
Steven, what's happening with Feed? Tell us.
Feed, that's good. Feed will continue. There's still the restrictions that there once were, or that there has been, where you have to be 18 years or older. They still want only people who are like not at risk, who are not working with at risk, but we're doing that on an every other week basis. If you are interested, please ask us. If Derek and Susanna, Randy, me, we're people who have been in Feed in this season. If you have questions about it, ask one of them.
You're doing that every other Monday.
Every other Monday. So the next date is, I'm looking at my calendar, the 22nd. If you're interested, let me know. You can participate in praying, traffic control, loading groceries in people's cars. It's still drive-through service.
Yep.
So there you go.
I think that's it for announcements, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for praying with us. Thanks for entering into community with us. And seriously, we consider ourselves here to help facilitate and grow and help with anything that the Lord is leading anyone to do. We're not closed off. Like, we are here to really help discern with you, what does it mean to reach Delaware County and the surrounding area for Jesus. So if you have any thoughts, any ideas, anything that even sounds like crazy or stupid, don't hesitate to ask, because it's probably not. and we will help enter into that with you and help pray with you, discern. And if there's any areas of weakness, we can help in any way that we can.
Yeah.
So thanks for listening, guys. Have a great day.